This is Shishireka working as Digit English at TTWRJC Girls, Paris, Freedom School. So in our last class, we have talked about the country mouse and the town mouse who were cousins. So the town mouse wrote a letter to her cousin country mouse asking permission to visit her for a week. So the town mouse and the country mouse. So the objectives, the students will be able to know the importance of one's own way of living, know how to write an informal letter, and use of may to ask permission. Dear children, in our last class, we have seen that the town mouse visited the country mouse, and the town mouse felt very uncomfortable in the train, and he wanted to have some orange juice or lemonade, but the country mouse replied that he had a very nice piece of fruit and a tender bit of sugar cane. So the town mouse did not enjoy the food offered by the country mouse. The country mouse said that whatever I said to you now, that we are going to eat in our country, so you are going to eat it because you have visited our place. So the town mouse did not enjoy his dinner at all. He nibbled at the root and the sugar cane and then said he wanted to sleep. So then what did the country mouse do? The country mouse showed a corner in the mouse hole and said, "There you are, you can sleep there." Now open page number 4 in your textbook. Point the finger where I am reading and also note down the hard words in your notebook. As the country mouse showed the ground for the town mouse to sleep, now the town mouse started exclaiming, "On the ground?" Asked the town mouse, "Do you have to sleep on the ground?" "Yes, this is how we sleep in the country," his cousin answered. As the town mouse lay down on the hard, cold ground, he suddenly thought something. "Cousin," he called out. "Yes, what is it?" the country mouse asked. "Why is it so quiet here? Where are all the cars and lorries? Where are the radios and the televisions? Where are all the lights?" So as the country mouse showed a hole for the town mouse to sleep, so the town mouse exclaimed, "On the ground? Should I sleep on the ground?" So the country mouse said, "Yes, because we people are sleeping on the ground in the country, so you also should." His cousin answered. As the town mouse lay down on the hard, cold ground, he suddenly said something. "Cousin," he called out. "Yes, what is it?" the country mouse asked. So as the town mouse called the country mouse, so the country mouse asked, "Why is it so quiet here?" "Why is it so quiet here? Where are all the cars and the lorries? Where are the radios and the televisions? Where are all the lights? We'll find all this in the city. The cars, lorries, televisions, radios, and the street lights." So then the country mouse "This is how it is in the country," his cousin replied. "It's always quiet in the country. Sometimes it is quieter than today. My grandfather says that our village is the quietest among all the villages in our district. Oh, is it? The country is a strange place, said the town mouse. But he said to himself, I don't think I like this place. Next morning, the town mouse found that there was no breakfast ready. His cousin told him that they had to go to the nearby farm in search of food. We are sure to find something there, he said. A nice piece of fruit or a tender bit of sugar cane. But the town mouse had enough. Thank you, cousin, he said. But I think I will catch the next train home. I have suddenly remembered that I have forgotten something. So, the town mouse was surprised by looking at the country because there are no cars, no buses, no lorries, and there are no radios and no televisions which cause noise pollution, and there are no street lights. So by listening and by looking at all this, the town mouse got surprised and he asked the country mouse. So the country mouse said, yes, it will be like this in the country. It's always quiet in the country. Sometimes it is quieter than today. My grandfather says, so that the country mouse is telling to the town mouse that my grandfather used to say that this village is the quieter among all the villages in our districts. So the country is a strange place. It's very strange to look at the country. So the town mouse exclaimed. But he said to himself, I don't think I like this place. So next morning the town mouse found that there was no breakfast for him to eat. So the country mouse told him that they had to go to the nearby farm in search of food. We are sure to find something there, he said, a nice piece of fruit or a tender bit of sugar cane. But the town mouse had enough. So the town mouse got vexed with all this way of living. So he said, thank you, cousin, but I think I'll have to catch the next train for my home. I have forgotten something. A few days later, the country mouse wrote to his cousin, the town mouse. Here is the letter. So, what happened? The country mouse got vexed with the life of the country mouse and he said goodbye to his friend or cousin and started moving. He went to his place, town. After some days, what happened? The country mouse wrote to his cousin, the town mouse. So, the letter you can find it down.